Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. Welcome back on this platform, BVI Channel 1, where truth is the gospel we preach. And today, I want to address Governor Nyesom Wike's New Year broadcast, where he made mention of closing down nightclubs, prostitution, and the rest of them. Just listen, I'll be right back.
State government have placed an immediate ban on all nightclub activities, including nighttime trading and street prostitution along Abacha Road and surrounding streets, particularly the Casablanca area, to stop the harmful effect of these depraved activities on the moral development of our children and society at large.
You've heard it from him, right? This is not just about Governor Wike, but it's about having leadership that thinks. It also represents the way and manner those we call our leaders reason when it comes to the ordinary people. You know, the only time they react is when something started affecting them or their associates. Now, I'm talking about moral development, as he called it, of the children and the entire society. You will understand that, Mr. Governor, that what you are doing is just like trying to solve a problem by trimming the branches instead of going to the root of the problem to excavate it. Because it amounts to hypocrisy on the part of government to play moral instructor to the society, whereas it is embellished in immorality and impunity. Governor Wike, let me bring to your notice that the people you are trying to stall their businesses, the nightclubbers, have employed youths who could not get jobs. Some of them are working at bars, as receptionists, as even those who provide the services of Nkwobi, our local delicacies. These are youths that have resulted in making a meaning of their life out of nothing. Now you want to close down those businesses because of what you call moral development. I am not a promoter of prostitution, but I want to let you know that most of those you call prostitute today, the girls, even young guys, are also into prostitutions. Okay? Now, some of these people are not into it because they love prostitution. Some of them are not immoral as you think. It is because of economic hardship where the society have placed them. If the society had provided a conducive environment for them to have good and quality education or equipped with skills, I don't think most of them will be out there on the street, risking their lives and their body prostituting. Now you are worried. You and your associate, those so-called big men, the elites in the society, are beginning to get worried that their children is living in the same society with these people, and they feel threatened. Oh yes. When you are sending your school to the best schools, even abroad, you forgot that they will live in the same society with the children of those who couldn't afford to send their children to school, or those youth who couldn't afford to get a good job. You remember the truth I posted earlier about the man that said, we are all in this together. Even the rich and the poor will always cry in a messed up society. And that is what you are taking back. So don't feel threatened. Don't try to be a hypocrite, disguising as a moral instructor who is concerned about the moral development of our children. Now let us go down to the moral development of the children. Mr. Governor, in case you don't know, and the rest of you political leaders in Nigeria, let me address this. The family is the background of every child. And that is where the moral teaching is being instructed and imbibed in the children. That is why the Bible said, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he's old, he will not depart from it. And also, I want to bring it to your notice and to the notice of our viewers that the church is even playing an influence in this decision of Governor Nwike. Go and check very well. The church is also mounting pressure that these businesses is putting the society at mess and decaying the morality. Look at Indian morality. Politicians morality. Politicians are talking about morality in Nigeria, in a society where they steal public fund with double quick meat. I'm not talking about Nwike. I'm addressing the entire polity in Nigeria and those who are the so-called political leaders or public officials who are threatened because of the moral decadence. Now, going back to the family, if a father cannot train up a child, cannot provide the needs of a child, how then do you think the children will obey the father? How do you expect a father to have control of the children when his salary is not being paid? When his gratuity is being withheld by the same political class? And the church would not speak out for the crying of the ordinary people in Nigeria. And now they are worried about moral development of the children. How can the children develop properly within the family background when their fathers cannot earn a proper living? Those who are doing business, their business is being shattered. Inflation is on double quick march. When they sell a product, going back to buy to the stock, they can't afford it because inflation has taken over the prices and eating up their gain. How can you talk about moral development of the children when the economy is shattered? You have to go down to the root of the problem and address it. I'm not talking about Nwike alone. This is just a point of departure, a case study. This is a typical of Nigerian hypocrisy. The government have failed, and it is talking about moral development. I want everybody that get this message to share it so that every politician, everyone in political office or public office will get this message. And also, the church leadership and the religious leaders in Nigeria must get this message. And it is coming from the platform of Good Governance Ministry, because that is what we stand for. We say truth to the authority without looking at anybody's face. I am just a messenger. I'm delivering the message to you. Share this message. Let them get to know about what we are doing. Let everyone rally around. Good Governance Ministry is a revolution. How can we talk about morality when the entire system have collapsed? Go down to the root of the problem, solve the problem, and we talk about morality. It will take care of itself. That is the truth. The church, you have a big role to play. The church is not meant to water down the mentality of the people to be docile and gullible. No, the church is meant to polish the people, the children of God, and make their mind sound, and not brainwashing them, water them down so that they don't ask for nothing, they don't desire for nothing. They should all pray and believe God to provide good education for their children, good roads, employment for their children, security for them. Oh, God will do everything for you. Rubbish. And I want to round up by telling you why I say that the church, if you go down, they have an undertuning impact or influence in this decision. Those of you who are living in Onitsha, you remember Marquis, that was just directly opposite All Saints Cathedral. We all know how that business was shut down. Like I said before, I am not a promoter of immorality. I hold morality to high esteem. But we must go down to the root of the problem to solve the problem and not trimming the branches. Those of you who understand the reference I made will know the influence of the church in closing down that business. So that is what is applied or is being playing out by Rivers State government. And many other state governors may copy the same. Woe betide us where we're heading to. If we don't match the break, put a reverse, join this revolution, and restore back our freedom from a failed society. I'm signing out. I'm just a voice. I'm Apostle Chinudi Peters, Archbishop, Good Governance Ministry. I've delivered the message. Share it. Share it to everyone. It is very, very important. You may not know the impact it's making, but it is making serious impact. They are watching. I'm signing out. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not, and follow us on all our social media platforms. Once again, Happy New Year, and this is the New Year message. Bye-bye.